episode. So, I wanted to show you how far I came along with my Death Guard Legion. I'm trying to raise a Legion, as you know, and these are the things I've, at the very least, base coded. Save for one thing, my Blight spawn, my Chaos spawn. This thing I'm still sculpting, so it's not yet primed. This is going to be one of my fast attack options. Going to base it like it's coming from the warp, like it's emerging, but it's I think it's 70% done. Not yet. I'll show you guys a video on it separately. Let's not dwell on it. Let's go over the units. Okay, so in the back we got 3 fatted bloat drones, 3 stinking bloat drones. We've got a Demon Prince. If you've watched the channel previously, you know that I've converted the Korgoroth of Khorne and a Mauler Fiend into a Demon Prince of Nurgle. Created the blade from plastic card and sprue, and I did a lot of modifications on there. Then we got the main body of my force. This at the moment are 109 Chaos Cultists, so I got 200 more in the box, but I don't feel like painting them anymore, because after you do 109 of these, yeah, you kind of have some cultist fatigue going on there. We've got about 4 heavy stubbers, 3 heavy flamers. Half of this are brutal assault weapons, the other half are auto guns. So that's the main body of the army. Then we go over here. We have roughly 50 boxwalkers. I think there are 47 of them right here. I got 20 more in the box somewhere. Love doing these, but I'm waiting till I get more bits, because converting them is a lot of fun. Like, none of these boxwalkers are really standard. Took a lot of the Acadian shock troops bits that went in there, a lot of cultist bits went in there, and all sorts of stuff I had laying around. I would say the majority of these guys are from the Dark Imperium set, but also some easy to build ones in there. And then I've obviously borrowed bits from the Vampire Counts and the Empire Flagellant boxes just to finish these off. And all these cultists, a lot of them, they have minor conversions, so they might have Frostgrave heads, or like from the Barbarian set, or they have weapons that don't belong to them, or chop weapons off one, put them on another one just to get it mixed. So love converting, doing that. These are about, let's say, 37, I want to say 37 Plate Marines in there, a couple of champions, a couple of plasma guys, scratch build plasma guy here. Let's see, I have another scratch build plasma guy in there. Can't find him. Always when you want to show something, they go into hiding. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's not a plasma gun. He has a bolter. So I'm scratch built him from just a normal marine. But if you want to close up on all of these miniatures, most of them have their own videos on my channel. So just scroll through my lists, and then you can find whatever it is you want to have a closer look at. So most of these are painted. Just one guy's base coated. And then I have my elites. 2 Noxious Blightbringer. One of these magician guys. Malignant Plaguecaster, I think they're called. Possessed Taliman. Putrefier. And an Aspiring Champion. So I didn't paint the Aspiring Champion. I got that second hand from Triple Helix off eBay. So, and this is my HQ. Got the Chaos Lord right here. Got my home-built, homebrew Typhus conversion here. And I think, what is his name? I forgot. Yeah, one of those dudes from the Dark Imperium set, who's mad bossy and stuff, who can have a Man Reaper or whatever. So once I get a real Typhus, this is also going to be one of those guys, but then with the Man Reaper instead of the Plague Reaper. holding a zombie from the Vampire Couch box. So I haven't painted my Typhus proxy yet because I'm not yet satisfied with the way his arm is looking. I want to have some more chainmail on there, dripping down. And once that's covered, I'll start painting him. So this is oh, of course, how can I forget the Predicator? The Predicator base coating. I'm blocking out the Predicator right now, so I'm going to play this most likely as a Plague Burst Crawler. Sometimes I'll play it as a Vindicator, sometimes for like normal Chaos games, not for Nurgle, and sometimes I'll play it like a Predator. So that's my Predicator. And in the context of Death Guard, it's most likely going to be a Plague Burst Crawler. And then there's my Hellbrute, Nurgle Hellbrute. So, I have a lot more Poxwalkers in a box somewhere. I have a lot more cultists in a can somewhere. And I have about 10 more Plague Marines, which I'm thinking about maybe converting them into close combat specialists. I don't know, because they're the Dark Imperium ones, they're quite static, so I might just get a different box. Maybe, get a different box in the future. No rush to expand. Got enough to paint. I still have a lot of Sisters of Battle I need to paint. I still have a lot of Space Marines I need to paint. And I'm almost finished with my Imperial Guard, my Astra Militarum. Those are almost done, so I'm close to hitting my pledge, my goal. I wanted to have 2 armies fully painted before Christmas, and it looks like I'm going to like overshoot my deadline by a month or something, but still, I like it. Started painting these guys in June, because before June I did majority of my work with just Space Marines. And then Dark Imperium hit and I totally got, swept off my feet by how awesome the Plague Marines looked and how cool the Death Guard was. So I jumped on Death Guard. But in the background I kept working on my Astra Militarum just to like have something else to do, because if you do a lot of these cultists, it can get boring really fast. Really fast. Especially if you're doing a 3-color scheme where everybody is like Bordeaux red, field green, and tan. So try to mix it around. So not everybody look like everybody else, but try to keep a kind of a uniformity in there by using the same colors throughout the army. And I like the way it looks. So for my next Death Guard models, if I get like my Plague Marines out of the box and I get more cultists out of the box, I'm going with like a black style, because I have enough green right now. Got this homemade Icon of Despair bearer, and he's basically like copper tones, gold. I just blocked him out, he's not painted yet. Copper tones and black, and all these assault guys and all these autogun guys here, they're going to get the black and copper treatment too. So I don't want everybody to look exactly the same, but if you look from it from afar, then I feel it has a very good look to it. Like you see, obviously the Plague Marines are the most colorful guys in there. They used to have white armor, so you can really see the putrefaction of it to the reds, the greens, and the whites and the browns. You can really see it because they pop. And then I wanted this to be like the gray moss, so kept the color tones very moss, like toned down. Only 3 major colors in there, sparsely using white, not any white in there. And then the Poxwalkers, I wanted them to be fun. I wanted to all have them have a different grade of decay, so we're seeing them roam from a light blue hue into a warmer, more recently deceased kind of brown beige, going into fluor yellow and fluor green. So I'll do one more pass over, no Pesach, and then I'll call it an end to the video. So, enjoy it while you can, people. Because otherwise you're going to have to scroll back in the video and watch it all over again.
Wassal.